Hello, beautiful people, and as you all know, myself Ash, and this video is going to be about the inner work about abundance mindset, okay? And why I think it is important and what is abundance, I'm going to tell you here first, foremost, because without knowing what it is, I mean, you don't even need inner work if you don't even know what the mindset is. So, abundance is not always about money, okay? Most people think like it is always about money, and abundance is we are abundant when we have a lot of money in our bank accounts and things like that. But abundance means, um if you are Muslim, you can think it like risk, like substance, okay? You have family, you have love, you have health, you have time. All of these things are abundance, okay? Because in many uh, stages or periods of our life, we don't have a lot of money, but sometimes we have time, sometimes we have our family, sometimes we have our health, and many of the times we don't have either one of those things, okay? So the mistake that most of us do is that we wait for money to come so that we can feel abundant, okay? And this is the thing, that abundance is not always money, okay? And that's why this inner work, I think, is very important, because we always center money around our life, and we ignore all of the things that we are already abundant in. And when we value all those things, money will definitely come. Because if you have a lot of time on your hand right now and you are like, okay, I have a lot of time, but i I am waiting for money to feel abundant, okay? And I don't know how to use this time. You are just sleeping, you are just scrolling, and you are doing whatever your mind wants you to do, and you are not being disciplined. So you are not going to create anything, you are not going to learn anything, and that's how you are going to waste your time, and money will never come. Because you are now abundant in time, but you are not valuing that abundance. So how can you are gonna carry the abundance that will come in the form of money, okay? So this is the thing, and I'm sure that you all now get my point, that what abundance is. It's risk, and risk can be in any form, okay? It can be that your heart is at peace with your life, how your life is going. Because also abundance means very different for different people. For someone like, we are all females, we are talking about females. For a woman, sometimes abundance can be being a housewife, okay? Being a good mother to their children, and being nice to their husband, and a happy and peaceful family. While the abundance for a different woman can mean being centered around career, being running their own businesses, having the freedom of time, having the freedom of responsibilities, okay? And both of them are right at their own place, because they have different definitions of how they want their life to look like, and both are nice, both are important, okay? I value both of them because we need both of them, okay? So yeah, this is what abundance is, this is what the mindset is. And now I'm going to talk about some points, and the last two are the deep inner works, and the first ones, most of the first ones are like the mindset shifts, okay? So stay tuned for the last ones. These are the most important, that help me personally to feel abundant, okay? And to feel nice with my life, to really have the things that I need to get to a certain points that definitely gonna create abundance, okay? So stay tuned. First one is that stop trying to be a pessimist, okay? And I have seen this in a lot of people, that they just, I don't know if it's a trend or something, people like to be pessimist. Okay, people love to be negative, and there is such a crowd around the people who are negative that, like, I mean, why are you always imagining the worst case scenario of every situation in your life? Okay, like we can say that we have some difficulties in our life going on, and you are always like, this is happening to me, or this is never going to be nice, this is never going to be good, okay, from this point of my life. This is completely wrong. Like, I want you to look back at your life and just analyze that, are things always the same? And I'm sure you are not going to find anything that is same in now that period of your life. Okay, Allah have promised it in the Quran that our future is always better than our past. Okay, if we are grateful, if we carry the gratitude. Okay, and how we can be grateful to acknowledge the things that we have in our present, to be like, okay, this is a situation, this is a test of life, this is a test from God, and I can get through it, because the thing that you are suffering from now is going to make you into someone who can carry that abundance. Okay, any successful person that you now see have gone through a dark period of time where they go to build that character that they needed in the long run. Okay, and if you don't have the character, you are never going to have the nervous system, the capacity to carry that abundance. So anything that is happening to you right now, be grateful. Okay, take it as a game. Okay, this is something that I really like to do with my life. I always take the periods of my life as a game. Okay, this is happening, but is the main goal that I can achieve in this period of time, so that it can help me in the long run, and it always helps. Okay, and if you are an optimist, you are always going to be good. Okay, always going to be good despite the situation. So stop trying to be a pessimist. If you are a pessimist, you are going to drawn in this situation, and no one can help you unless you help yourself. Okay, feel gratitude, be like, what is this situation is trying to teach me? Okay, or what can I learn from this situation? Okay, this is the first step to unlock the abundance mindset, because you are not seeing the negatives in the situation, but you are seeing the things that you can gain from the situation. Okay, so our first mental step. Okay, next one is that change your mind dialogue. Okay, and I know that, I am sure that you have already seen so many people talking about that what we say to ourselves matters a lot. And I have told this so many times in my other YouTube videos that mind dialogue is so important. Okay, how we create our identity is based on how people tell us what we are from our early childhood. Okay, so just take this, that if the dialogues of other people are so important on our mind that we really form an identity based on that, how much our inner dialogue is important for us. Okay, you always say to yourself that I'm a failure, I can never do this. And I know exactly a person like that, who is like, they have a lot of big dreams. Okay, but whenever they get in a difficult situation, they are like, I can do this. They always abandon the thing. Okay, in a middle way, they never try to get it, they never feels like to do something to get it. They are always like, I just can't do it. And this is the exact words, that I can't do it. Okay, and you are talking about dreams, you are talking about big dreams, and you are here sitting when simplest thing hits you, that I can do this. And you can, when you say that you can, because your inner dialogue is so important. So what you are going to do from now on is, whenever you feels like you are saying something harsh to yourself, for example, you are saying yourself, I can do it, okay? What you are going to do is shift that dialogue into, I can do this, or at least I can try. But the worst will happen. You are going to fail, or you are going to learn. I mean, that's not bad, okay? You will gain something by doing that, instead of just saying I can't do it, okay? Shift your inner dialogue, and it can be difficult in the beginning, but you can, okay? You can shift it, because it is you who is criticizing you. So you can, and believe me, self image is a very important thing. How you see yourself is how other people are going to see you, okay? When you say to yourself that you can do it, when you say to yourself that you are meant to be bigger things, you can achieve bigger things, everything is easy for you, people are going to perceive you in the same exact way, because our mind are connected on an intercellular level, okay? That is a talk for another time. But yeah, shift your inner perspective. Whenever you catch yourself saying something negative to yourself, just change it into a positive statement, whatever you can. Okay, next is, this is a very simple thing, okay, that I have said in the beginning, that there are going to be things. If tomorrow you became a person who is the most successful on the earth, there are going to be problems. There are going to be situations that you have to solve yourself, or sometimes you have to surrender. Okay, you can't expect a life without problems. It's common, it's natural, it's a part of life, okay? And the biggest part of life, or biggest trick to be the happiest person, to be the person who gets all the thing, is to be calm, okay? Despite the situation. Because many people don't know this skill, okay? They don't really know the skill. They are like, they are going to panic when the situation strikes them. But this is the skill that you can learn, that you are calm despite the situation, because you know these things are going to happen, you know these things are normal, and if you can solve it, you will. And if you can, the last option is to surrender. And even if now you get all the things, you have to maintain that things from tomorrow, okay? And when you maintain those things, you are going to have problems, so this is normal. Accept them, okay? That's it, just accept them. It is the part, when we get the abundance, we also get the tests attached with them. This is the part of life. You can't get anything without the problems. Never ever, okay? You can get the resources, more resources to solve them. And how you can get the resources is to be calm, because you know, you as a human being will not ever wanted to be around a person who is panic, who is just holding on to you all of the time. Same goes with abundance, okay? Same goes with money. Nothing, be it a matter or be, well, everything is energy, be it any energy, it doesn't want to be around a person who is panicking all the time, okay? So stay calm, okay? Stay calm. Next is, as you have, if you have seen any of my video, I or a video related to this, is attachment styles, okay? The two common attachment styles are avoidant and anxious, okay? Our avoidant, oh sorry, our attachment styles are the things that affect every area of our life. People always think that attachment styles are something that only affect our social settings. But the thing is that our attachment styles impact every area of our life. If we are anxious, we are going to hold on to our partners, hold on to our friends, hold on to our money, hold on to our time, we are going to be like in a panic mode that I have to. If you are avoidant, you are going to be, I don't care. I'm going to hold on to myself and I am not going to hold anything. You are just going to spend money. You are going to get scared by having a lot of money because you are like, it will just vanish one day, and so it is going to vanish. I'm not going to have it. And I know another person like this too, okay? He's like that. Money is going to go one day. So if it is going to go, I'm not going to have it even. And this really sounds illogical. I mean, yeah, money is temporary, everything is temporary, but it doesn't mean that you are not going to acquire it just to make your life easy. So that's the thing with avoidant attachment. And with attachment, they are like, they are not going to invest, they are not going to, you know, they are just going to hold on to the money. They are not going to get the pleasure, the feeling that money is supposed to give us. So these are the things. You have to know your attachment style, then you have to work on it, and you have to be so, so aware that how it is affecting in areas of your life, because the first step to change something that is embedded in you is to be aware of that thing. Okay, you have to be aware of your attachment styles and how you can change it. By changing it is just, most of the time the change is to act a little bit different, only a little bit different, not just something that is gonna cost you a lot. Okay, and I can make a different video on this if you want, but for this video it's enough. Okay, just see or be aware that how you are operating based on your attachment style, because you are going to find it, and you are also going to find that you are operating in every area of your life in this same way, because it happens. And being an avoidant, I have seen it in myself a lot, I have seen it in other people a lot. I can see them and just know that which attachment style they are carrying. Okay, next one is shift in your mind. The biggest shift that you can have to have the abundant mindset is to record. Okay, and I have done this exercise for almost, I'm doing it on a different scale right now, but I have done it for almost 4 months. Okay, and this is like, what I used to do is every night I used to write all the things that I got in the day that I was not expecting. For example, I wanted to eat something and I got it, so I'm going to write that down in my abundance list. Okay, because to have, you know, our mind only sees the thing that it is wired to see. If you are wired to see the lack, you are going to see the lack. So by wiring our mind, how we can wire our mind to see all the abundance is to show it that there is abundance. And how we can show it is to write that stuff down. It's the easiest way to write that down. So what you are going to do is every night write all the things that you got in the day, be it like a drink that you want to drink, be it like a pen that you got that helps you to write all the things that you want, be the idea that you got. And when you get used to it, write it on monthly basis. That is something that I am doing, and I have realized that I am so abundant that I have got so many things that I wanted to. And yeah, that's it for this video. Anything that you want, just comment and please subscribe. Bye bye.